we want to make this even more extensible. A natural approach would be to create a function that accepts an attribute set, similar to the one used by the derivation function, and merge it with another attribute set containing values common to many projects. So the idea here is that we're going to lean on the power of a functional programming language, right, which is Nix, and we're going to use that language to basically merge attributes together so that whenever we have new attributes, we can overwrite them, but by default, maybe it'll be using these or, vice versa. And so this is where we're going to take a step further into the Nix world, right? And so I'm going to say new file autotools.nix. I'm going to edit this file. And as I told you, files are evaluated directly. So when I do packages like this, right, ATTRs, right, these are actual, like this is an actual function declaration with the parameter, or I'm sorry, these are the actual parameters that I'm passing it to it. So again, I'm getting packages and ATTRs, and then I'm saying with packages. So at this point now I'm actually using the variable or the parameter that I'm passing, right? And then let default attributes, right? So we're going to set a list of default attributes. Builder equals, right, bash. And remember, this is just a variable in Nix. It's not, it's not shell or anything like that. It's just a variable in Nix. Args equals builder, right, .sh, base inputs. That's nice. Very cool, man. Be careful with those links, though. Sometimes they're a little scary. GNU tar. Here, I'm just going to copy all this because I don't need all of that. Get rid of this. Paste that in. We've got all of our base inputs. Build inputs, right? So we're actually adding a whole new. So we've got base inputs, and then we've got build inputs. System, built-ins, sorry. Oh, wait, no. Built-ins, geez. Current system, right? Now, before in this Nix file, in the hello Nix file, right? Comparing these two, this file on the right, we return a derivation, right? We actually return the derivation in the configuration. Here, however, what we're technically doing, chat, is we're creating a function that defines a default value for our attributes, right? But also allows us to pass in other attributes that we can override if we want to. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put that derivation declaration here, but I'm not going to fill it like I do here, right? What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to say, all right, by default, you can use the default attributes. However, I want you to merge left anything that is in the attributes parameter. Does that make sense, chat? So if we do this full circle now, this on the right is just a derivation. We're just returning the actual build configuration itself, meaning that this will return a literal derivation build, right? On the left, however, what we're doing is we're saying, all right, well, we're returning a function that takes on the parameters of packages and attributes, right? And then with packages, we're going to create a default attributes variable, right? We're going to put a bunch of default attributes inside of it. And then when we go to actually create that derivation, right? When we go to actually create that derivation, that is when we say, okay, well, here's our default attributes. And then anything that we decide to use ourselves, right? If I decide to say, you know what? I want base inputs to actually be this, right? Nothing. Then that merge here, right? That merge here will override what was in here with what I put here. This is the next step in showing you guys the level of composing as well as like abstraction, right, with Nix and how you can build things. Over here, I just said, all right, here's my file, here's my config, bim, bam, boom. But then over here, I actually said, you know what? No, I'm going to lean on the power of Nix more, and I'm going to make a function that